Hi, good evening, guys, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kerry. And we're switching things up a little bit tonight. We're here at the bungalow, and I'm here with my very good friend, Sarah Jane.
That's right. And of course, instead of coffee, we're going to have some wine tonight. Hopefully this wine doesn't get my lips a little too loose. I heard you have some questions for me.
I do. So tell us, Sarah, what's your transition? What's your transition from a beauty to making things beautiful?
As in being in front of the camera and now being behind it, right?
Correct.
I think that was a transition that kind of came with age, just in terms of, after a point you just get a little tired of it. You have learned so much from being around all these designers and creative minds that you want to be able to do something yourself. And I think that's what kind of happened to me. I wanted to be able to create change. I wanted to be able to, take Carnival, right? Carnival, for a lot of women, it's their personal journey about how can I look the absolute best?
Right.
You know, they work out and they get their makeup artist, they have their hair, everything is just done.
Right.
Right.
So where has that led you from?
That was my journey before. You
Right.
know what I mean? It was
Looking
how
pretty.
can I look the best for Carnival? And now it's I have 100 and something women that I dress for Carnival. It's how can they look the best? And that's what's rewarding to me, is dressing these women and making them look amazing. And that is what feeds me. That's what makes me want to keep doing what I do.
Oh, so tell us about how you brought about this change and what are you doing now?
Well, I have SJW Designs.
Right.
So, but we do so much more than just Carnival. So while yes, we do Monday wear, that's what I'm known for.
Right.
I do a lot of things like,
I'm just in awe of her beauty.
thank you so much, Kanye West. Woman of the year over here. No, thank you so much, Charu. I'm in awe of Charu right now. So SJW Designs has really seen an evolution and an expansion of the brand from Monday wear. Now we do things like a lot of brides and bachelorettes. We do just special occasion wear, especially a lot of music festivals and stuff. I've been getting a lot of requests to do those. And
Right.
it's really cool. I've been able to make pieces for women all over the world.
Right.
So that's what I would consider, the most rewarding.
But what do you tell people who dismiss you as a pretty face? Because you've been an icon of beauty for such a long time. Everybody looks
Which
at
is
you.
still crazy to me. It's still unbelievable. Okay, I will say that, of course, there are going to be people that dismiss you as a pretty face. But the thing is, there's a few things to remember there. Being pretty is a strategic advantage.
Right.
It's a gift that you have, just like any other gift. If you're a very smart person, if you're a good test taker, if you're a bodybuilder, if you're all of these things, if you can run really fast, these are all gifts that God endows each of us with different gifts.
Right.
Right?
You
And
know,
so
I
being-
heard something recently where God gives you a gift of skill and talent. What you do with that skill and talent is your gift back to God.
Exactly. Now, anybody can be a beautiful girl. There are a lot of beautiful girls, especially in Trinidad and Tobago. But it's a question of substance. You know what I mean? And I would encourage all beautiful women who are getting very caught up in that Instagram world and very caught up in their appearances to remember that, that's fleeting. And yes, beauty might get you the job, but it's the substance that gets you the promotion. You know
Right.
what I mean? These are the things that beauty might help you meet people, but it's brains that helps you make friends and actually keep those people in your life. So I think we don't realize the power of pretty. We don't realize it as a strategic advantage, and we just
Right.
dismiss it. We have a hard time believing that women can be beautiful and intelligent at the same time. So I don't know. I really hope that I could break that barrier.
And that stereotype.
Yeah, it's so silly and it's so limiting, and it's really sad to see that it's become a way for us to bring down beautiful women. Society loves to see a beautiful woman crumble,
But you're changing that.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I've changed that. I just feel like I've been able to provide some depth to that, and show people that, women can love makeup and books.
Oh, what are some of your favorite books, actually?
Oh my goodness. I would say my favorite book is John Steinbeck, East of Eden. I've read it maybe 100 times, and each time I read it, I do annotations in like a different pen color. So it's cool to see things that I picked up on in high school,
Right.
that are totally different now. Like literally wherever I am in my life, I notice different things in the book, and it's Steinbeck. So every page is loaded with
Something
different
new.
symbolism. It's so fascinating. So I'd say that's my favorite. But I am a self-help junkie. I admit I do read a lot of self-development books too.
Okay. So in the past few years, what beliefs or behaviors or habits you say would have changed or most influenced your life?
I have this book that I swear by, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Right.
And the final one is called the final teaching, I guess, is called Sharpen the Saw, which is basically this guy comes into the forest and he spots a lumberjack who's trying to cut down a tree with a saw, and he's there huffing and puffing, and the guy's like, what's up, what's wrong? And the guy's like, I'm trying to cut down this tree, but the saw is kind of dull, so it's taking me a long time and a lot of effort. And the guy's like, well, why don't you just sharpen the saw and then come back and cut the tree? And he's like, are you crazy? I don't have time for that. I'm already behind.
Right.
And of course, it's very easy for us to just sit there and laugh at this guy and be like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, duh, just sharpen the saw. But this is me. This is you, Kerry. This is what we do in our lives.
Right.
We go to bed late. We drink and or smoke and eat junk food and or don't invest in ourselves. We spend money the wrong ways. We spend our time the wrong ways. Yeah, and then people are very conservative with how they spend their money. They're always like very stingy, but then they're very liberal with how they spend their time.
Yeah.
And they spend a lot, they give their time very freely, and time is precious. You can't get time back. You could get money back, but you can't get time back.
So
These are the combination of that. One, investing myself and adding extra value to my time has really, I would say, helped me in the past 5 years. I'm not where I need to be yet, but I'm definitely a lot further than I was.
how do
5
you
years
find
ago.
balance? You have SJW, you have your, you read a lot,
I have my radio show.
right.
I have Bling My Wedding. I do a lot of work with Decoded as well.
How do you find balance? Where do you find time for Sarah Jane?
I think I go through phases where I just don't. You know what I mean? Honestly,
No, I
just
don't.
don't. I don't. But I do love my little yoga. I love to listen to my podcasts. I love spending time outside in nature. And recently I've started really developing my home a lot more, putting a lot more energy into making my home a beautiful place, because it's like, I don't know if it's just because I'm 30 and I get that nesting gene.
But it's
But
become
it's
your
like,
sanctuary.
I start placing a lot more value. It's not just a crash pad anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really want my home to make me feel safe, warm, restored.
Right.
Again, sharpen the saw, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane, tell us something about yourself that would most surprise us.
Okay. I think this will definitely come as a surprise to a lot of people.
You're getting married?
No. That would be a surprise to me. No. No, okay. So like, okay, you know how early in this conversation you called me a beauty icon, right?
Right.
Which is still something I just don't, does not compute. But I have a secret love. I love to look ugly. Like, I know your face is so appalled. I do. I love to wear like the oldest, grimiest sweatshirts in my house, you know what I mean? And have my hair in a messy, awful bun with no makeup. Like, that is what really restores my soul.
That's a comfort zone. And
It is exactly what that is. You know, like, it's almost like this makeup is really nice. I love it. I enjoy it. But it's
Yeah.
also kind of like war paint. It means that I'm going out there and I'm putting on my best face to deal with people, because I deal with so much public people that, like, when I dress like that in my ugly clothes, it's almost like it signifies to me that it's okay to just be
To be you.
myself, let my hair down. And that is really, like, I love it.
But I
like,
think that's-
I purposely own ugly clothes.
But that's
I
an
love
important
it.
message, I think, to own yourself and to own who you are and be yourself sometimes.
I think when you are a public persona, you need to be able to have things that allow you to draw a distinction between the person that's on stage and the
Right.
person that's off stage.
Yeah.
You know, so like I think having that physical relax of when because I'm so hyper on the other end
Right.
is actually something that I really come to value a lot. But I know that'll surprise a lot of people because they think I'm Miss Priss, but it's not like that at all. My neighbors can attest to this. Oh gosh.
Oh my word.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, who would you say are some of the people that are most important in your life? Maybe those who mentors, influencers, people who just stand out in your life.
Okay. I would have to say in terms of well, there's two sides to a human, right? There's really what's inside your belief system, your ethics, your morals. And I would say when it comes to that stuff, the substance stuff, definitely my mom. You know, and it's like I think at 30 now I'm reaching that age where you come full circle. You know, when you're like a rebellious teenager and you don't want
Is it just
anything
for
to do
her
with your
cooking,
parents.
or
Her cooking is amazing, but no, it's not her cooking. It's just I think I'm reaching that age now in adulthood where it's like I'm agreeing with her retroactive. I'm like, oh, I understand now. You know what I mean? And then I'm also seeing behaviors in myself where I'm realizing I got it from my mom, but at the time, you know, it's like she's getting some overdue credit, right? Basically. And then also
Mom, I hope you're watching and
you're the bomb. I love you. But yeah, and then she works with me in my business and she's a G. She handles so much.
That's
so
also something people don't know about you.
I rate her. What's that?
That your mom works in your business as well.
Yeah, she does. She does. I rate her. She's just that person. She's super brilliant.
Right.
And I think she's proof. You know, I think we look down on what do you say, housewives. You know, and we look down on homemakers in the modern world as almost as what they do is not enough. And my mom is so enough. Like she's so more than enough. And she's brilliant. She's super, super smart. And she did such a great job raising us. And it's just like,
Obviously.
Mom, you set the bar so high. I know, never. I'm not there. She already had 3 of us by the time she was my age, and I'm still at 0. So yeah, but definitely Mom. And then the other one I would say in terms of what I call the polish, it's a few men. It's like, they're all gay, right? It's a whole tribe of them. I would say Adrian Raymond, Richard Hall, Kerry, P.T. Elias, even Bali in there a little bit too. He trained me for Miss World as well. But yeah, I mean, they really, I would say, are the ones that help me develop my style, who I am, get in touch with myself, you know? And I owe it to them. And I love them. I talk to them all day long, all the time.
I remember somebody helping somebody else develop their style.
Oh, see, when I met Carrie was like how I like to look at home. I'm just kidding. He wasn't ugly, but he had on hoodie, jeans, hair in a messy ponytail, and a baseball cap. And that was Carrie. And I was like, Carrie, you are a beautician. You're in charge. People are putting their appearance in your hands, and you're selling that. So you need to bring it. And then Carrie brought it, is all I can say. Like, Carrie now is like Mr. Fashionista, you know, has everything El Divo. But at the time, the Carrie that I met was totally different. And Carrie didn't even have an Instagram. He was like, Instagram? I'm like, yes, you need Instagram. Now, Carrie has Instagram. I created a monster. I'm proud.
And I'm very proud to have you in my life as well.
I know. I think so much good has come out about friendship.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, let's cheers to that.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you got anything else?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had the opportunity to send a message to millions of people via this gigantic billboard, what message would you send out there? Or what advice would you send out there?
So if I just put something up and everybody's just driving by and reading it on the highway.
Millions of people.
Millions.
Millions of people.
I would say you are exactly where you need to be right now. So many times we want to fight that. And it's just like, we need to understand that all these challenges and things that come in our way, they're all meant to be, and these are all things that God is putting in our way so that
Right.
we can overcome it, so that we can achieve more. And it's only when you achieve the thing that you look back that you realize why all these obstacles had to be there. So when you're in the moment facing the obstacle, know that there's a greater plan.
I don't think there are any obstacles anymore in life. There are lessons to get you to where you need to
Absolutely. Absolutely.
be. Sarah,
So,
it's
yeah.
always a pleasure
Thank you so much.
to see you, to have you, and to be a part of each other's life.
Absolutely. I feel like we've grown so much over
We
the
have.
years. And this is just another step. Every level is a new devil, and we just conquering them. I love you, you know. Cheers. Thanks so much, Kerry.
Thanks for joining us on Coffee with Kerry, and I'll see you guys soon.